Happy Friday, my love. How are you doing, Mona? Like we haven't spoken in so long. Annabelle, how you doing? Welcome back. Paradise Earth, we've missed you. You've been busy with exams. Congratulations. I hope they've been going smoothly. Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. I am happy it is Friday. Jose! Thank you for the reminder, Jose. What's up? Happy Friday. Valeria, hello. Welcome. Behave. If not, I brought it, Jose. Thank you for reminding me. Una chancla. Inside joke from last week. If you were here last week, Jose made the funniest joke, and I was like, ooh, she's not behaving. Where's the chancla? Where's the chancla? Where's the chancla? Ah! Mona, I love it. You get a chancla too. You get a chancla and you get a chancla. Everybody gets a freaking chancla. I hope you can hear me. CJ, my love, how you doing? Welcome. It's so good to feel your energy. Sarah, baby doll love. Aw, Annabelle, we love you too. Okay, Nicola, what do you got? Guess what? I'm going to ask about a cover letter for my job. Hold on, not clear. I'm going to ask about a cover letter for my job, like requested in coaching. Oh, a recommendation letter is what I think we are talking about. It might be called differently in the UK. For us, it's a recommendation letter. A cover letter for us is the first page before your CV or your resume, and it just introduces you and says hello to the hiring personnel or HR. But for us, a recommendation or a referral is the letter we want to make sure we start accumulating and putting in our portfolio as you get younger. As you are younger and get older, you're going to want to have like a file of all your recommendation letters, is what I think you're referring to. But yay, that's great. No chancla for Nicola. Nicola's behaving really good. So anybody who was here last week, a chancla is a flip-flop in Spanish. And when you misbehave as a child, your like mommy or grandma or anybody would grab a chancla and like pow you. I don't like that bottom piece. That's why I'm trying to just show this part, because the other one's dirty and I'm like, I gotta touch it. But only because Jose reminded me of it, and it's a great prop. And this one's cute. It has little rhinestones around it. I take this to like weddings, like events where like my feet get tired because it has little sparklies. But I'll try to just show the front because the back is ugly. Okay. Ooh, everybody's coming in now. Let's see. La chancla, eso. Skips, hello. You were the one asking. This is a chancla. Ninja Keith, welcome back. I know you've been busy, boy, with your channel. What's up? Let me put this down because I realized I didn't put my alarms on, and I need to make certain that I do. Ooh, they weren't on. I get a chancla. No, you don't get chancla for everything. I did, but not you guys. Okay, let's see. I want to say hello to everybody else. Professional Jefferson? Hi, are you new? Welcome. If you're new, put it in the chat. We want to make sure we give you a proper FriFam welcome so you feel seen, heard, welcomed. But so you feel comfortable. That's the whole point of a FriFam welcome. So you feel comfortable and part of it, and you never feel like you're like in the peripheral, like you're not included because you don't know everybody. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling. I want everybody to feel comfortable and happy. Oh good, you can hear me. I just kept talking. Girl, you're hot. It's so cold here. It is hot in LA. It's especially hot in my office. I think this room like keeps all the heat, and so I'm trying to like wear like light stuff. I don't know why I say light stuff, and I'm wearing like a little sweater, but it's what I felt like putting on, guys. It's what I felt like putting on. Hi, Aaron. Welcome back, Aaron. How you doing, my love? I know you're doing good. I feel how good you're doing. I feel it. Like I feel it, Aaron. I feel it. I feel like you're doing good. Congratulations. Um, Shane, 11 days to your birthday, already celebrating. Let's give you a maraca for that. To celebrating birthdays early, because guess what? We got to celebrate ourselves. We got to love ourselves so much that we're so happy to be on this earth, and we celebrate another year around the sun. And that's why I love birthdays so much. It's not the presents, it's not the parties. I really don't do either. It's just celebrating how far I've come, how grateful I am to have another year of life, how grateful I am to God for me, for keeping me here, doing the things I'm loving and doing for the greater good of the world. And that's why I love my birthday so much, and that's why I invite you to perhaps look at birthdays that way, right? It's another opportunity to do the great things you're meant to do. And that I love. Um, I love all the hellos between you guys. Nicole, I'm fine. I'm just tired. Girl, I'm past tired. I am past tired. I was just thinking about this as I was getting ready for this. So I'm not tired. Like, I'm exhausted. But the cool thing is, I got sleep last night for the first night in quite a few days. Um, but the thing is, like, I realized I'm not like exhausted, like sleepy. It's not like, oh, I want to go to sleep. It's like my bones are exhausted. My brain is exhausted. My heart is like, like, oh my gosh, we're almost there. We're almost there. And it's just this low level of excitement I have, and I've had for many weeks and months, because I am finally doing and launching the thing that I've been working on for so many months. And so it's this exhaustion of like, okay, I want this to turn out good. Okay, I've been working on this. Okay, when do I get to tell people? When do I get to tell people? So I finally get to share. I finally get to share, and I will in a second. I just want to say more hellos, because I see John with my flowers, and I got to acknowledge my flowers and hearts from John, because it wouldn't be a Friday without my flowers from John. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I see that Mona has her chancla ready. That's going to be code for the FriFam, y'all. That's going to be code. Thank you, Jose. That's code. If somebody needs a chancla, you bring Mona, Auntie Mona, to the chancla land and be like, Auntie Mona, chancla out. CJ, if I'm a breath of fresh air, that means you're a breath of fresh air, because you're a mirror, my love. Rashid, hello, welcome. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. I'm really excited, guys. Mm, Drama and bullies at work. I know a thing or two about that. You think bullying stops when you're out of school, but it's like, and that's why I want to make sure the Fry fam is so welcoming, because I've been in jobs as an adult, obviously, where like the women are so cliquey and they're so rude and petty and obnoxious. And I'm like, wait, I thought mean girl crap ended in high school. Like, really? Or college? I didn't hang out with a lot of chicks in college, probably for that reason. I hung out with all guys, because guys are cool. Guys are chill. Guys are like, yo, let's just get a pint, let's get a beer, let's go hang. So college for me was good, because I hung out with so many fun guys. And then I didn't have a lot of friends, like girlfriends. I had a lot of guy friends. And that worked for me. So sometimes if your same sex friendships don't work, go to the other sex. If that makes sense, right? So I like guy friends. Like, that's why Armando and I are like, he's my fave. Because like guys are just cool, and he's just so freaking awesome to hang with. So that's my recommendation. Sometimes chickadees are chicken heads. It's true. I can't I don't make the rules, right? I just observe them and create my plays accordingly. Um, with a handle like God is love, you would think he wouldn't need a chancla. This chancla thing is gonna make me funny laugh. Okay, maybe I'm not funny, but it's funny and it's making me laugh. I can't say I'm funny, right? I gotta say it's funny to me. Of course I'm gonna support your channel, Ninja. I'm so proud of you. Okay, let's see. Skips, yay you on the vowel lesson. I'll let you lead that lesson. Because I get confused with the vowels, because the vowels in Spanish are different. The I and the E are different. They're the opposite in Spanish that they are in English. So vowels for me, even though it's a very rudimentary lesson when you're very young, was a little challenging for me. Just like left and right. Like the most basic things, I'm like, wait, is that left or right? And then I have to do this to see which one's the left. But then when I was little, I would always get confused because this looks like an L to me. Because when you do a cursive L, it goes like this. So they're like, do an L. I'm like, they both look like L's. I'm like, I know the basic things, but you guys know me by now. But the most basic things, I'm not the brightest on. But hey, I bring some other stuff to the table. Hopefully. I love the birthday love to Shane. Yay. Nicola, my cheerleading pair. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you for that. Maracas, is this Jose? You have such a cool brain. I love that. So you either get a maraca or you get a chancla. I love it. It's the opposite of the chancla. I love it. That's so cool. Okay. God, his love is being a troublemaker. You know, I feel like your handle names would be indicative of the energy you bring into the world. And to see that, that's really counterintuitive. So what I say to that is, if you gotta remove, you remove, Auntie Mona, because you be the judge of that. I ain't gonna tolerate no crapola from nobody because no, 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 no. Oh, and that's quote time. Yay, quote time. I'm still in the chat because you guys are so fun. You're already using La Chancla. I love it. Use La Chancla, Mona, because you and I, and I don't know if this is okay for me to say, but, and not that we would use them if we had kids. I'm not saying I would like hit my kid with a chancla because that's not what I think I would do. Though I was raised that way. But the point is that, like, this is our only time to really discipline. we don't have little ones that we need to discipline around the house, is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, so we get our chancla moments as pseudo mamas. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Ooh, Mona gave some good advice to Nicola somehow, somewhere. I must have missed it. But Aaron, it's called makeup. Makeup does wonders. It's funny. I watch those like beauty channels sometimes, and they're always like, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Or I don't get that. Like, I'm not mocking them. I just don't get it. That doesn't like feel natural to me. It doesn't feel normal to me. It doesn't feel like something I'm gonna like what the heck is that? Like I look ridiculous doing it. But they look cute, right? They're like and they're cute. And I'm like, but it's makeup, Aaron. And I'm happy for it. um Ooh, Nicola, we'll talk about that. That's a good subject matter. Nicola, it looks like you and I need to have a little powwow soon. We'll straighten it right out. You know how we do. Ooh, Rashid is getting ready for a party. Ooh, get yourself all. Sorry, that's so ridiculous to me. And now I'm doing it. Oh my god, that's so ridiculous to me. Let me cut that out before I start incorporating that. Ouch. Before I start incorporating that and looking even more foolish. Hold on, I just got high. You're now gonna see it and see what I mean. You're gonna see what I mean when you see them do it. It looks so cute on them, and I look so foolish. But you'll think of me, I promise. Well, maybe. You don't have to. But if you want to laugh, you can. Go party, Rashid! It's Friday. Maybe Saturday for you, and just go enjoy, my love. Enjoy a party. Okay, I haven't done the quote. And I just been chit chatting because you guys are fun in here. Sometimes I miss you guys when I'm like, I like miss the fun in the chat. Okay. Oh, Sarah, baby bear, thank you for my, oh my gosh, my super chat. You love the newsletter. I thank you. Why am I being so ridiculous today? I told you it's the overexhaustion. I'm being so kooky in the head, or maybe I'm just happy because I'm finally launching. There's so much to chat about today. I love that you love the newsletter. My Sarah baby doll, y'all can always get on my newsletter. I think they're cute and adorable and informative and inspirational and educational. I try to like fold all those things into one newsletter. So if you go to my website, which is JovannaSpeaks.com or morelightforteens.com or JovannaVidalSpeaks.com. All of them go into one website. That's the yellow one that you guys have seen. And you can just click a button and it'll get you on my newsletter. That's the easiest way to do that, okay? That is not what I launched. I launched something else. But more on that after the quote, because you've been waiting for the quote very patiently. Very patiently. Thanks, Golden. Hi, welcome back. Yeah, makeup does make me look much better. I promise you that. Okay, so here's a quote, finally. Hi, Jovanna, stick to the program. It's not that difficult, but it is. You have no idea how difficult it is because then I have to stay on time. And I'm Dominican. And Dominicans are known for island time. I'm an island girl. Okay, this one's gonna be really short and cheeky, and I think it fits like my personality today. And I hope I'm just gonna turn it around because it's making me look. I have no desire to fit in. I love it. Isn't she freaking cute? I have no desire to fit in. I have no desire to fit in. Like simple, to the point. You're welcome, Mona. You don't have to try to type out 18 words. I have no desire to fit in. I had to work to that because I used to want to always fit in. But that's the cool thing about getting older. It's like you don't care as much. When you're your age, ay Dios mío, everybody has a comment, an opinion, and a sass. And then it's like, you're like, I want them to like me. I want to be friends with them. I want to sit at that table. I want to go over there. Then you get to be my age and you're like, whatever. I want to do my own thing. I'm me. And that's all I got to be. So that is today's quote. I just thought she was so cute. Let's see if I can pull her up again because she just made me really happy. I feel like that's what I want to like. Just be free. Just be free like a little bohemian, little like Woodstock chick. I have no desire to fit in. So, Nicola, for you, there you go. You don't have to fit in, girl. You don't have to fit in. And document everything. Document everything, right? Just keep a little running tally to yourself. Don't tell anybody. Just keep a little folder of everything, because you never know when you might need that, right? So that is something I'm doing with YouTube. That is something I'm doing with emails and everything. Anything that steps out of line, oh, just know it's being recorded. Yes, because that's how I get to handle keeping this channel safe. So if you're a jackass, it's being documented. And just know that. So God is love. It's being documented. Just know that. And we'll take care of it on the back end. And what saddens me about that is that we can have such a great experience. We can have such like fun Fridays, and then you have like one or two people who want to be jackasses. And I'm like, okay, in a world of gabillions, I think we're close to 8 billion people, there's going to be a percentage of jackasses, right? And that's my word. And I've said it in front of Catherine, and she's like, no, don't say that. It's a bad word. I'm like, well, you know what? That's a good word, because you don't want to hear me say the other one. It's true. There are a percentage of jerks and trolls and haters and all of the above. But that's okay, because this world is not big enough. However, it has to do, because we're not able to occupy other planets yet. Maybe one day we'll just ship them to another planet and let them figure themselves out over there. Like, come on, Elon, get on the program and just ship all the jerks away. There's my solve for world peace. Why am I laughing so much today? Okay, so that is lesson time. Yay, lesson time! I took so long with the quote, it went right into my lesson. I love it. And I know Mona's got it all handled in there. And I know you all are amazing with each other. It's just the stragglers who don't understand, what this FriFam is about. And we got to put them in their place. And hence the chancla. Okay, so lesson of the week. This is my lesson, y'all. This is my lesson. Okay, guys, let me turn off the thing, because I'm actually going to do the lesson on time. Okay, so the lesson of the week is so sometimes, oftentimes, if we're lucky, we get to do something really cool, right? Like, you have to find the cool things you want to do in life. They're not going to land on your lap. And if the idea lands on your lap, you have to execute it. So you're not just going to be like sitting there waiting for the thing to execute itself. You have to take action, right? And you already know this about me, but very basic words I never really understood. So like taking action, I was like, what do you mean taking action? Like for me, that meant like, okay, camera's rolling. You know what I mean? Like action, camera. But taking action has really become such a key word for me in recent months and years, because taking action just means doing one thing, one step that gets you closer to the goal you want, right? If it's losing weight, okay, stop drinking soda. That's an action. You took an action to stop maybe gaining weight. All I'm saying is that we need to take that first step, the second step, the third step, the fourth, fifth, sixth, sometimes 10,000 steps behind a computer, in your office, in your head, right? So, yes, you can take them physically outside, walking around your neighborhood, but really you also have to take them inside, in your heart, right? And in your brain, and you have to connect the two, and you have to like move forward. You have to propel forward. That's action taking, right? So you learn something here today, let's say, and you take action on it. So I learned that I don't care to fit in. Okay, so take an action. What's an action? An action can be like, oh, they're going to make fun of me? Psh, swat it away. Not my problem. Let me go do something positive and learn something new in a book or an audiobook or a YouTube video, right? So you're taking action towards not caring about fitting in. Do you see how it doesn't need to be like this big huge action, but every time you disengage with the negativity, that is an action, right? So it's really cool. When I tell you don't engage, that means don't say why, how, because, blah blah blah. Don't even respond. Don't give energy. That's what I mean by don't engage. Don't engage with trolls and haters. Remove, block. And we live in a society, in a world, in a culture, in a platform, in a time in the platform's development where it's a reality, right? We've all experienced it to varying degrees. And if you haven't yet, bravo, you. Yes. And if you do, delete. Don't even ask a question. Someone's rude to you at work, just be like, oh, I hope you're doing okay. And then just walk away, right? That like gets under their skin that they can't get under your skin, right? So I've watched a lot of videos about this because it's really cool when you what's that word when you like throw someone off kilter. So someone wants to be mean or a bully or a troll or a hater. So many words for snow, and we're because we're in Alaska. I hope you get that brain twist there, right? Alaska has like 20 words for snow. In LA we have one. We don't encounter snow every at all, hardly. So we don't need that many words. But in our world of, online communications, we have like 80 words for trolls. So my point is that if you unarmor, if you unarmor the bully, troll, hater, you throw them off and then they can't get the reaction they want from you. So they move on oftentimes. And that's what I mean by don't engage. And what's funny is that that wasn't even my lesson of the week. I just went off on a little tangent. So, going back to my lesson is that right now, everything I've been doing to propel my project forward to launch next week, October 7th. So I think it's, a week and a half. October 7th, I am launching. It's called Parenting for Confident Kids Summit. And it has been a labor of love. I keep saying I'm like 9 months pregnant and ready to pop. I'm ready to give birth to this baby because it really has been such a labor of love and such a labor of sweat, tears, literally, and brain cells. Um, no actual blood, but it has felt like it sometimes. But I'm gonna just spin it around for the QR code in case you have another device that you can click on it. It's Let me show you the actual website, what it looks like. So it's Parenting for Confident Kids Summit. And what I love about this is that, you know how I speak to you, my younglings? And, we talk about everything that we talk about. It came to me that I can talk to you, but I also want to talk to the parents, right? I also want to access the parents who might be needing some tools or their questions answered. So I thought, why don't I bring on the parenting experts, right? So this is the site and it's free to join and it talks to the parents so that you, my younglings, and your parents or your friends or your teachers or your cousins, whoever it is that you know who is a parent, this is where the FriFam army can really help me push this baby out. So please share the website. Hopefully Mona can put the website in the chat, and it's parentingforconfidentkids.com. So it's simple enough. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Mona. Look at you. You're so fast. And yes, Nicola, I thought of you because you with your like schooling and training, I think you're going to get a lot out of the interviews because I talk with 20 just brilliant doctors and psychologists and mentors and coaches and educators, like 20 different of them. No, you're not a parent, but you'll understand the psychology of it. I'm not a parent, right? I'm not a parent, hence why I needed to get the parenting experts, because I'm not a parent. But I wanted to bring this conversation because I wanted to be a bridge between my younglings and the parents. So this is what I have been working on. Yes, Catherine is one of the speakers. I interviewed her yesterday, no, the day before. I interviewed her finally the day before, and she talks about worthiness. And so it's I'm going to tell you, not being a parent myself, what it has helped me do is understand myself more. So I understand why my parents did what they did. I understand what I needed that my parents didn't give me. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Not a knock. It's just a reality, right? I grew up ways back when parenting was different than it is now. There was no internet, Google, chat GPT. There was parents and kids. There's never been a manual, but now there's resources, right? So I really think that if y'all want to sign up for free, just to hear some of the interviews that intrigue you, I talk to ADHD or neurodivergent experts, right? Experts on neurodivergent kids. So we touch on ADHD, we touch on autism, we touch on you know, the reality. We talk about bullying. So it's all these things that I have essentially in my book, but it's directed towards understanding and healing our own inner child as parents and as humans. So it's really intricate. I can't even explain it, but I'm saying all this, and you'll see what my lesson is as it pertains to it. I'm saying all this because this was something that I've been wanting to do, trying to figure out how to do, but I didn't know how to do it. Obviously, that's the whole point of doing something new. You've never done it before. It's the unknown. And I touch on this a lot because there were so many moments where you didn't hear from me because I was literally like, I mean, Oscar and I have been crossing paths just because our schedules have been different because I've been working, late hours and he's been working early mornings. But this has been such a challenge for me, like a huge challenge. And there were so many moments I'm like, this is bonkers. Why am I doing this? No one's holding my feet to the fire but myself because I said I would do it. But why am I doing this? Why don't I just quit? Why don't I just give up? Why don't I just stop doing this? Because it's literally, I was pulling my hair out just because it was so complicated. And complicated, I mean the technology. So there's a lot of stuff you got to like put together on the back end to make sure that this talks to that and this talks to this and you get this and that. It's a lot of moving parts. And I'm like, this is bonkers. And I would feel like I was in the thick of the forest. And I'm like, so frustrated sometimes, and perhaps you saw it because I'm like, oh, stop, right? And I would lose my cool sometimes because it was so challenging for me. And then the lesson is that I realized that although this is bonkers, what I'm doing and how difficult it's been, or what a challenge it's been, and how many roadblocks I've hit, in 2 weeks, when it has launched, and I start getting emails from parents, and I start hearing how this has helped someone, I'm gonna think I would have been bonkers not to do it. And the lesson is that you have to do the difficult things in order to help and serve others. It's not easy to do the hard things. It's easier to quit. It's easier to give up. It's easier to not finish. It's easier to sabotage yourself. It's easier to procrastinate, right? It's easier to not get to the finish line. It's easier. But you won't get the benefits of having accomplished something and serving people and giving back and contributing to this world. And so that is what I want you to know. Anything you want to do is achievable. Might not be easy, might not be simple, might not be fun either. But when you finish it and you look back on what you accomplished, you will feel unstoppable. And that's the energy I want you to live in. I want you to try the hard things. I want you to do the difficult things. I want you to step into the unknown. I want you to step out of that box. I want you to try new things. Why? Because it's only in trying new things that you realize how many new things you can do. And that is, in my opinion, one of the greatest gifts of living in life. Is that sense of achievement and accomplishment. And I did it. I could do it. I could do it again. I want to do it again. Next time it'll be bigger and better. And I can't wait. And I'm going to get this speaker and that speaker. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. How can I make it better? How can I, incorporate different pieces? How can I get feedback and be like, oh, ooh, that's a good idea for next time. And that is where I want us all in the FriFam to live. In that sense of optimism and that sense of service and that sense of there's more out there than what we're letting ourselves experience. And that's the lesson I have learned, not just this week, but in the last few weeks and the last few months, that every time I felt like quitting, I just said one more step. I owe it to myself to go one more step. At that point, if I want to quit, I will reassess. But every time I took action and moved one step forward, and I got a little bit of like a celebratory moment where I was like, I figured it out. I was like, oh, I can do the next step and the next step and the next step after that. And that is how you take action, one step at a time. And sometimes one step might require 3 steps. And you're like a little poodle going, right? But you can do the hard things. I know you can. You know why I know? Because I can. And if I can, you can. We're a reflection of one another. And I just want to encourage you, invite you, welcome you to try something new. I don't care what it is, right? I don't care what it is. Just do it. Commit to it. Strive to have that feeling of accomplishment and that feeling of follow through and that feeling of, I did that. And that is what I want to bestow upon you today. It might not be, easy, but it's worth it. I promise you, it's worth it. So I really want you to have that feeling for yourself, whether it's a new video, a new mix, mix 2 different, beats that you've never mixed before. What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it, right? Try something else. Here's looking at you, my DJ, right? So I just want you, to explore. I want you to test. I want you to push the boundaries and the boundaries of the confines of the box that we are told we need to live in. Those are the boundaries I'm talking about. Not the other boundaries. So yeah. So I think I saw Nicola asked. I pre-recorded the 20 interviews. So should you decide to register, and it's a real simple form, it's like name and email. Should you decide to register for free, then you will get an email on October 7th. You'll get a couple reminders before, but on October 7th, it will go live. And then you can watch whatever interview you want for free. And then each expert gave a gift. So if you are interested in what the expert on bullying on what her free gift is. You just click and you get a free gift from her. She was amazing. It was just such an incredible experience to sit here with these experts and to have it filmed so that I could pass it on to you guys. And that's what's really cool. So, full transparency, it is free. There is an option to upgrade for $27, which is just to cover the costs of putting it together. But the upgrade is optional. That just means that you keep all the interviews forever, right? Because the summit, the way the summit works is that you have access to like 5, 6 interviews and then they get shut down. 5, 6 interviews and then they get shut down. So they expire essentially. The link expires. So for $27, you get full access with no expiration, and you get the toolkit. I created a really cool toolkit. It's called the Confidence Compass, and it's 35 pages of exercises, and it's me walking through different ways so that you can get more confidence. I also included in there a cool workshop. It's called the Bridge Workshop, and it's a way to get you and parents to have conversation. And so that's also included in I call it the Confidence Vault, but everyone calls it the VIP access. But it's both. It's VIP access to the Confidence Vault. I just like the imagery of a vault, like you're unlocking a vault. I just think that's cool. So, again, free to join. That upgrade is optional, and it's there if you hear something you want to like go back and hear again in the interviews. You have that option. So I wrap that all up in a lesson and in an announcement so that you know what it is that I've been doing. And I've been really quiet just because there's a lot of studies that say that if you share your ideas too soon, your brain thinks that you already did it, and then you stop taking action towards it, because in your brain it doesn't recognize that it's still like an ongoing thing, and it thinks like, oh, you said it, it's done. And then that's why so many of us stop doing things. That's why so many of us have unfinished projects, because there's something in the brain that says if you say it too soon, the brain says, check, I'm done with that, I don't need to focus on that anymore. So that's why I wasn't sharing anything along the way. It's like recent, I don't know how recent, research that says that sometimes, oftentimes, more often than not, that's why we have unfinished projects, because we shared them with somebody who was like, why are you doing that? That's ridiculous. That sounds stupid to me. I don't get it. Ma, 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 ma. Have you ever has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me plenty of times where I share a great idea and then someone poo-poos on my idea, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's not a great idea, maybe that is stupid, I won't do it. And then fast forward a year later, 2 years later, somebody else does it, and you're like, that's the idea I had. That's because you shared too early to the wrong person. Because not everyone has your best interest in mind, and that we know for a fact. And the more adulting you get, the more you know that is true. So, that's why I was mum for so long. Unlike my book, I was sharing with you guys as I did another chapter, as I did another thing. But this one was, I'm not gonna lie. In hindsight, putting together this summit was infinitely more difficult than writing a book. I'm just saying, for me, because this okay, I'll tell you why, in case you're like, what, a book is easier than putting on a summit? Yes, I'll tell you for me why. I had to stretch myself. I had to really push myself. I am not like, I'll collab with people, but one of the things I had to do for this summit was I had to email like 150 experts. I told you I emailed 150 schools and no one responded. I had to email 100, and after that experience, I had to now reach out to 150 experts. And I had to follow up with them. So now that's 300 emails. And then I had to follow up with them a third time. So it's 450 emails. And then if anybody emailed me back, I had to email them back. So there are experts that I have like a thread of like 20, 25, 30 emails. So the reason I love acting is because I'm on set and I'm with people and I get to have like these moments on camera and I'm like, yes. But this was me behind a computer emailing for hours and hours and hours every day. So now you understand where I'm like, I don't have time to deal with drama. For me, getting this summit, because I put my date, I had to launch by this date because I told the experts. I can't be like, oh, experts, I'm sorry, I can't do this date no more. No, that doesn't help my credibility. It demolishes my credibility. So I had to really like push for this deadline. So when I was like, disengage, I don't got time, remove, block, I almost slipped, but I didn't. I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you. That's why. Because when you're so hyper focused to get something done, nothing else matters. And you cannot let that matter. And it's you and your goal. So those of you who are in a workplace where there's bullies, that's not your goal. Don't let them distract you or derail you from the goal. The goal is to do a good job. The goal is to be of service to the company that hired you. The goal is to support your supervisor and to be deemed as a great contributor to the workplace. Your goal is not to be friends with everybody in there because you know what? You've heard of frenemies, okay? So your goal is to go in there and do and be of service. Everything else doesn't matter. And if they try to distract you, derail you, demean you, or disappoint you, or extinguish, if they try to extinguish your light, your love, your laughter, that's what they're trying to do. That's their goal. That's not yours. That's not yours. You put those things that horses put on and you keep going towards your goal. And that's the only way I got to where I'm at right now, telling you that I'm finally promoting this event that launches next week. And why I'm so excited that you all can help me promote this event. So take that link and share it! Woo! I've missed you guys in the chat, but I went on a bit of a tangent. I hope you're still here. Yes, I know. I love that you love the name Mona the Bridge. Oh, Ace of Base. Of course you link it to that. Nicola, I think you're going to appreciate more than just mine and Catherine's for many reasons, because I understand your brain a little bit more with the many conversations we've had. And there's going to be interviews in there that you're going to be like, oh, I can apply this at my job. I can apply this with my clients, with my kids that I tutor, with the parents of the kids I tutor. So you, of all people, Miss Nicola, I really recommend you watch more than just Catherine and Mines because it's Catherine. And that's what I encourage for all of you. You do what you want. I can't hold your feet to the fire and make you do anything you don't want. But I'm going to tell you, there's going to be some really cool nuggets that come out of this that I think some of your brains are really going to appreciate, especially because you all are so intelligent. You all have such a special brain, and you all think in ways that not too many younglings at your age think. So that's why I'm going to encourage you to watch a few of the videos when they launch on October 7th. So just wait, because we're still working. I'm still working, guys. I'm still working, but I can finally announce it. Okay, thank you for my Bravo Foxy, Miss Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, oh, Mona, you put the link in so many times. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I, Mr. CJ. Some people are very mean because they're unhappy with themselves, so they try to put other people down just to remove, block, and ignore them. That's a maraca moment. Delete the new accounts, Nicola. What else are you gonna do? Believe me, I'm in conversations with the powers that be. And thank you, my Nicola, for my super chat. I can't like it. For why? Hold on. There. Um um hmm. Let's see. What do you agree with? What do you agree with? What do you? Oh, I get hugs. See? You guys are still engaging. Mona timed God is Love out and skips you're engaging. I'm not calling you out. I'm not shouting you out. I'm just illustrating. I want you to have an example because it's only with examples that we understand. In my opinion, my brain works like that. I need like an example. So for instance, Mona has been timing out that account for whatever reason. Me no care. Me trust Mona. Okay. Whatever. I trust. But Skips, do you see how you're engaging him? God is love. I didn't write mean, inappropriate comments. That's engaging. That's asking them to respond. That is giving them an open door access to you. And that is telling them that they got you. They got you. Oh, this person is going to engage. That's exactly what I want them to do. Oh, this person is an easy target. This person's an easy target. This is who I'm going to mess with. That's what bullies do. They find the easy targets. And when you engage them, they realize they have a window as to how you are going to respond. So that's what I say about don't engage haters, trolls, spammers, new accounts that are sus. I never say that word, but it's true. Like that is what, and Skips, I'm just making an example only so that you could see what I mean, and so that others can see what I mean. So I'm using you as a teaching opportunity because this is what engage means. Don't respond. The minute you respond, they get happy. And that's exactly what we don't want them to get. We want them to get bored. That's a good word. We want them to get bored. Let them get bored. Ugh, this chick is not responding. Let me find somebody else. That's no, not find somebody else, but you know what I mean. Where you're not the easy target. I'll leave it at that. Alyssa, my love, I'm not sure I said hello to you, so hello. Jose. And why bother worrying about fitting in? Mic drop. I love it. Okay, so I'm way back there. I'm coming back around. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Sarah Baby Doll Love, for all the chat love. It's not worth the energy. Miss Auntie Mona says disengage. And now thank you, Skips, for letting me call you to the front of the class unbeknownst to you, and helping put a visual to what not engaging means. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm doing pretty good with some of these. Oh, thank you, CJ. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that, Sarah. I appreciate your support. I really do. Because I couldn't have done it without you guys. And I ain't just saying that because it's a nice thing to say, because you know me, I'll say what I'm thinking and it's true. Y'all supported me through another big endeavor. You guys still show up. You guys still comment. You guys still show love for one another. You guys are still there for one another if perhaps I'm not able to be in the comments. You guys still make me laugh. For all the times where I was like, oh my God, I don't have energy to go live right now. I don't even have time to change. I don't have time to put makeup on. I don't have da. You guys were like, you're here. You did it. You, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like that is helping me get through this, or has helped me both. So I just want to acknowledge how big and significant and incredible your support is and how much it means to me. So I just hope that's always clear that, if you ever saw me low energy or not involved, it's literally because I needed to make good on this deadline, and I needed to make sure that this summit came together. And there are so many moving parts. And yes, I have a tech team that's helping, but I'm solo, right? I all the emails I had to do myself. I didn't have a VA to do all the emails. I had to do everything myself. So if I was to look at how many emails I have sent since March was when I started. I started in March. April, May, June, July, August, September, and it launches in October. So 6.5 months, let's say. 6 months. 6 months. Because at first I was like, what am I doing? So let's say 6 months. Most of the year. Holy Shingdong, it's been a lot. Again, I'm an actor. I want to be on set. And I get to still be on set sometimes. But this was so out of my comfort level that I'm extra proud of myself for doing it. So that's why I've loved your support throughout. My boy Abdul, you are back. Nice to have you back. Oh, Brandon Bear, nice to have you. I know everyone's busy, but you being here means the world. So whenever you catch us, okay? And if you want to watch the replay for the quote and the lesson, you know where to go. Okay? Okay. um Alyssa, you're saying hello to everybody. I love that. It means that you're like catching the FriFam groove. I love it. I dig it. And I'm not gonna say groovy. That wasn't my era anyway. But I meant the groove. Like you're getting like how we roll, right? Inner peace and working on gold is what is important. Thank you, Auntie Mona. Osiris! I don't know if you're still here. What's up? Can't wait to be part of the event. Oh, Osiris, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry I'm just seeing your note now, but hopefully, you caught some of what I said. And if it was, yay, CJ! I love CJ. You're so cool. You're like Osiris. CJ, I want to hear how you enjoy those interviews. I really do. Skips with the Foxies. Mona's always amazing. We know that. She rocks. You're right, Sarah, baby doll. Diego Cabrera. The phone I'm using is so old, it just notified me that you went live. I'm going to try to set an alarm for 2 p.m. next time. Diego, it depends what time zone you're in. That's 2 p.m. Pacific. So if you're on the East Coast, your alarm clock is for 5 p.m. or whatever. Right? Yeah. Time zones confuse me. Oh, y'all, and that was another thing. So some of my speakers are in. Let me take that back. All of my speakers are all over the world. So there were times I was doing interviews at 12 at night, 1 in the morning, because I wanted to accommodate their schedules. And me, I'd rather do an interview at midnight than at 6 in the morning. I'm sorry, at 6 in the morning, my brain is oatmeal. at 6 in the morning, unless I'm going to sleep at 6 in the morning, my brain is fine. But for me to wake up at 4 in the morning to do this and get the studio set up for a 6 o'clock in the morning interview, I'm sorry. Joe, we don't like that. I'll do it. I've made some exceptions, but that just goes to show, like, I've been doing interviews, like, around the clock, because for every speaker, I had to do a pre-interview, right? So I've done like 60, 70 interviews in the last 2 months. I started interviews August 1st, September 1st. Yeah, 2 months, a month and a half, 3/4, whatever. 70 interviews plus. Yeah. That's a lot. And I have to do the hair and makeup each time. And they were every day. So that's why, another reason why the book was so easy for me. As a girl who has to do hair and makeup, for writing a book, I didn't have to do that. I could wake up and just start writing. I wouldn't care. But for each interview, I had to be in full hair and makeup. Not full camera, but yeah, camera ready, because I'm putting out an interview. So I had to be camera ready every day. Like, my face wants to have a non-makeup day too, here and there. It's healthy for the skin. So hi Nate. Is that the Dominican flag I see there? Nate. Dominicano. Hola. Dominicano, what's the other flag I cannot see? I don't recognize that flag. What is it? At 2:53. Oh, it's after the hour. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you don't look at time. Lucas, welcome. All right, I'm going to start wrapping it up. When am I returning to Darman? I don't know, but let me tell you something. I'm speaking so honestly here. I did not get the times I showed up in a video were the times I got called by Darman. I didn't decline any work, is what I'm trying to say. And there were times I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for not asking me to be in a video, because I didn't have like the bandwidth to do it, and I didn't want to cancel interviews. So the timing was so perfect that they weren't calling me. It worked out so great, because as an actor, you don't want to decline work. You don't want to be like, no, I can't do that, I'm sorry. That's the last thing you want to do. So the times that I did film, I was able to do it after my interviews with the speakers. So the timing was perfect. The times that they reached out to me, and the schedule would be amazing. They're like, oh, we need you at 2 p.m. I'm like, yes, my interview is at 11 in the morning. So it was perfect. It just worked out so great. So it was a big, huge blessing in disguise that I did not get requested by Darman as frequently during this time. Now, I hope to go back, and we'll see when that is, but it was just perfect timing, guys. And it's just, God is good. God knows exactly what I needed, when I needed it, and who I needed to do it with. God supplied everything. God put you all in my life so that you can, like, rah cheer me on. Rah. That's what I just felt like y'all were like in the background, and I did this all, and I did this all with you all in mind. So y'all were my muses too. So do you see how you all have been such, even though you haven't been there day to day, you have been, right? Even though you didn't know what I was doing, you still supported me in all of the incredible ways that you don't even know you do. So rah. That's all I know. Sorry, Gaga. I don't know the words, but rah. Okay, guys, let me finish up here, because oh good, I'm glad I'm cracking you up, Sarah baby doll. That's why we come here, for laughs and lightness and funness and chillness. And whoever doesn't jive with that, go somewhere else. Oh, you signed up, Nicola. Yay. Okay. I know I miss you too, Brendan Bear. We've missed your energy, but now you're here. Tanzil, hello, welcome. Yes, international speakers, and they have such great accents. You have like South African and Australian and all these different incredible accents, and I'm like, I love it. It was cool. It was really cool. Okay, Mona has to get out of here, and I'm just chit-chatting, and I just have to let her be. So, Mona, do I have time to do a little singing bowl action, or do we just say peace out? Okay, let's do a little singing bowl action. How does that sound, everybody? I'm actually so high energy, I don't know if I want to sing bowl, because then I'm like, but I think because I said your name wrong. Tenzil. Then why is the account holder Tanzil, but it's Tenzil? But if it's Tenzil with an E, then I couldn't know that because your handle name is Tanzil with an A. So that was not my fault, right? I can't see. Tenzil. Okay, Tenzil, welcome. It's nice to have you. If you're new, let us know. Yes to the singing bowl. Okay, we got a yes to the singing bowl. Anybody else? Anybody else? If I was an auctioneer, I got one for the singing bowl. Any other singing bowl? Anybody else? Anybody else? Singing bowl? Anybody else? Anybody else? No. Oh, well, nobody else. Oh, we got Nicola for a singing bowl. Anybody else? Yeah, anybody else for yes, yes. Mona says a singing bowl. Anybody else? Sarah says singing bowl, singing bowl, singing bowl, singing bowl, singing bowl for the one in the back. Let's do it. We got more singing bowls after my auctioneer in interpretation. I was gonna say interrogation. Yes, Lucas, welcome. It's nice to have you on here. I know you don't always make it live, so you're live with us. All right. Okay, we're gonna go from that mad high energy auctioneer to Zen Zone. I'm cracking you up. Good. I get happy when you guys are fun laughing. It makes me happy. Laughter's the best thing in the world. I love it. Okay, everybody, we are gonna go from laughing to chilling. Okay, let's do this. We can still laugh and chill, but okay. Deep breath, everybody. Deep breath. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so amazing. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being the beautiful lights that you are. Take a deep breath. I love and honor you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And here's to more. Here's to doing more, being more, showing up more, serving more. And we can all do that, right? That's where stay light and bright, lead the way. stems from. Y'all can do it. You can do anything and everything. So again, stay light and bright. Lead the way. My loves, lead the way. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday, my loves. Happy Friday.